Jason Fitz with Gorney, Adam Breneman, rivals 5 stars complete. And guys, there were a lot of players that stood out, but 2 positions groups with superstars in depth, running back and defensive line. Let's start with the running backs. What stood out to you?
Yeah, the difference in Harlem Berry and Jordan Davis. And I think they set themselves apart as the 2 best ones. Do you like the guy that can go deep as an all-purpose back in Berry? Do you like the pounder up the middle, the sort of NFL style of Jordan Davis? And I talked to Brandon Jacobs. I said, can Harlem Berry hang at this weight in the NFL? And he said he's going to have to hit the weight room at LSU. He said Jordan Davison was the best running back he saw there just because he was big, bulky, and ready to go.
Yeah, Brandon certainly saw that, but let's be real, Harlan's also fast.
Yeah, both those guys are elite prospects. It's really tough for running backs to stand out at camps like this and at events because they're so quarterback focused, they're so passing game focused, you're not running the football on 7-on-7. So when 2 guys stand out the way Harlem Berry and Jordan Davison did, it tells you something. When I think of Harlem Berry, that's a guy that will play in every single spot on offense for LSU. Joe Sloan, their new offensive coordinator, will play him in the slot, will play him in the backfield, will play him. I could see him playing out at wide receiver, motioning him inside, a guy that you can move around and be a true gadget player on offense. But I don't want to discredit him. He's not a gadget player. He's a every down running back that I think has a chance to be one of the best in the country.
I mean, isn't fairly that's where running back position has evolved in the NFL particularly, but we're seeing it more and more in the college game.
Yeah, you have to be an every down running back in the NFL now, or they'll just sub you out and put another receiver in the game on 3rd down, right? You have to be able to play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down and be able to do other things like return kicks. Harlem Berry, with his speed, is a guy that will return kicks in college.
And for him to run 4.43 on a field that he doesn't really know, he hasn't really trained for it today. If he could get sub 4, that's a first-round pick right there.
Yeah, by the way, 4.43 and wasn't even winded at the end. He just sort of looked at everybody and said, all right, so now let's talk about the defensive linemen because there were some huge human beings that had big days.
Yeah, huge, and it's amazing that the best one was maybe 2026. 5-star Jakeem Stewart, he has impressed us for years, continues to do it, came into the event knowing everyone was coming after him, loves that. He embraces it. He wants it. He got after it. There's some film we're going to see of him kind of, getting hit by Michael Carroll and getting after it. Then Deuce Gerald's got a dreadlock ripped out of his head, kept after it, went after it. Very good day for the defensive lineman.
Yeah, the guy I was really impressed with, too, is Landon Rink, Texas A&M commit, who a little bit undersized, not as tall and as long as you'd like a defensive lineman to be, but just the motor, the athleticism. He took at one point 6 reps in a row at one-on-ones and kept running it back and kept winning reps back-to-back. He's a guy that at A&M I think we'll see play multiple different spots. Defensive tackle will be moved out to the edge on 3rd down. Even a guy that you see some of the creative stuff in defense nowadays that can play off the ball, walk up to the line of scrimmage. He's such a really utility player on defense. I think he'll be a great fit at A&M.
I also want to mention Jarquez Carter, the kid from just west of Gainesville. Ohio State is really battling for him. He put 27 bench reps. That would put him 4th among defensive tackles at this year's NFL Combine. So if he gets no better, which he will, he would be 4th. So that's amazing numbers.
It should be noted, not only did that win, but that outdid Brandon Jacobs, who was coaching by 2. Look, Coach might have taken a little easy. He's not here, so I can say that. But it was an impressive effort, and really an impressive effort by everybody involved.